Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel today. I hope everyone is doing good. I did do this type of video yesterday regarding the men's team about which players that I would keep, which players I think should go on loan, and obviously which players that I would sell. And I thought I could do an Arsenal women edition. As you guys know, I do a lot of content with the women's team, so I thought that it would be only right for me to do a video regarding this. And yeah, I'm obviously looking forward to doing this. And there are a lot of you guys as well. Watch Arsenal women as well when you invested in them just as much as I am. So obviously this would be great to do. And big up to everyone as well that is going to join me today. I do appreciate it. And do like this video, guys. Do subscribe here before we do get started. So obviously with the women's team, we do know a few players already have left. So I wanted to speak about that first because I don't want to go over that again. Obviously, we know Tay Goldie has left, and I probably presume that she will be staying with her London City Lionesses. I think when I heard that news, I wasn't surprised. Obviously, I feel sad because I've seen her come through the Arsenal Academy, and it's obviously a shame that with Tay Goldie that she won't ever be an Arsenal player again, or maybe she might be later on in the future, but it's sad it ended. But I think with Tay Goldie, I definitely think that it was probably expected. She was getting regular game time, she was putting really good performances and really proving herself. And I think at Arsenal, I think it'd be very hard for her to come through and actually get regular game time. So I think for me, with the Tay Goldie one, there's obviously no hard feelings there. I think we wish her all the best, and obviously she did live out her dream of being an Arsenal fan and playing for Arsenal. So yeah, obviously it's a shame she's gone, but ultimately it was the right decision for her. She didn't ever get much opportunities. I know she might have had some games here and there, but I think it was definitely the best move for her. And as I said, I think I do feel happy for her, and I think that yeah, Tay Goldie leaving was definitely the right thing for her to do, and I'm just excited to see um, what's next for her. So I'm going to address the players that we know have already left. So obviously Tay Goldie is the first one. Um, I just wanted to say big up to everyone that's watching this. Big up Ashik, hope you're good. Big up 170 Gunnar, hope you're good too. Nice to see you in the chat. So yeah, Tay Goldie, she has left. Now Lena Hurtig, I will speak about as well. Like we said, this was not a surprise either. She obviously must have had personal stuff going on. We never really saw much of her. I think I don't know how to word this, but it's definitely the right thing. I don't think we ever really saw enough of her. And yeah, I don't know. I think when we bought her, we probably expected more of her. And we expected, maybe her to play more, to do more things for the club. It's just one of those situations where it just didn't work out as we wanted it to. But obviously, as we said, that we know we obviously know that she's a great person and she definitely helped Arsenal. She scored some great goals over her time, but yeah, Hurtig going was definitely the right thing on both parts. Definitely, because she wouldn't ever get much game time anyway now because they've obviously got players coming through as well. Um, is Tay Goldie gone to London City Liners? Nothing has been announced right now. Obviously, all we know is that she's left Arsenal. When she announced that a little while ago. But I think if I had to pick a team, I probably would think she's staying there because obviously she had a really good loan spell there, and obviously I know before that she picked up a lot of injuries. So yeah, I don't obviously know what the situation is, but I think this is definitely a good move for her to see how she can develop as a player. But obviously right now nothing's been announced regarding Tay Goldie, which club she will go on to. But this is just the situation so far. But yeah, I do think she probably will go there, for being honest, because she's obviously getting regular game time there, and it'd be crazy for her to go somewhere else where she might not get that game time there. So yeah, obviously I mentioned about Lena Hurtig, that's done now, and obviously there's no hard feelings either. It didn't work out. That's life. It happens. Now Amanda, if I do apologise if I pronounce her last name wrong, Amanda Ilsadet. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Obviously, I was quite sad when we announced her leaving. I think for me, she was a very important player for us, obviously, and then she had a baby, which I think shows a lot of courage to do that in a big moment in her career. And I think at the moment we know our starting 11, we know our defenders, we know who plays, and I think for her it's probably quite difficult for her to get back in the team now. And you also look at players like Ruben Moy; they're sort of she's probably a sort of a backup player in that position. So I do feel like I think it's definitely the right thing for her to move on now. I'm gutted it's came to this, but I just don't think she would get much opportunities um, if she was going to stick around at Arsenal. But obviously, like I said, no hard feelings. I do wish her well, and yeah, I'm excited to see what's next for her, what she wants to do with her career after this. But I think it's all been quite difficult. She had the baby, and great to see her come back from that. And yeah, I can't wait to see what's next for Amanda. But obviously, this was definitely the right thing for us to move her on and for her to get some regular game time somewhere else. But yeah, she's definitely been a great signing for sure. When she came in, she did a great job. And she's a top defender, and any team would be very lucky to have her. I'm just sad it ended the way it has, but I do, like I said, I really value her, and we all know what a great player she is. Now, those are the players that have officially been announced. Obviously, the window opens, I'm pretty sure the 16th, which is very soon. So right now, I'm just going to talk to you guys about who, I'd keep, loan, sell. Now I'm going to start off with the goalkeepers. Now, Dom Lassar, that's obviously a no-brainer. We know how important she's been for us since she's come in. She's obviously been tremendous, and even before she came in, we all wanted a goalkeeper like her. And yeah, I really like her a lot. I think she's amazing, and I think she's definitely the future. She's definitely our starter for a long time now. So for me, she's definitely put in some incredible performances, and she's really proven herself in that starting lineup. So for me, she is definitely someone that deserves that position as the number one. And I think we can all agree that she's been doing incredible. That final, everything about her, I think she's just incredible and has so much confidence in her. I think the players in front have a lot of confidence in her too. So yeah, I do love Dom Lassar. I think she's definitely helped us be a big part to play in where we won that Champions League final. So for me, I'm a big fan of Dom Lassar. Now, I want to talk about Naomi Williams as well because she's obviously someone that's obviously come through, and I would like to see her get some more opportunities. Maybe we could. Would that be a good time for her to go on loan, or I don't know what Arsenal plan on doing. I'm going to talk about Sinsberger in a minute, but I don't know if our plans are to bring in a backup goalkeeper or if we're going to keep Sinsberger. But obviously, with Naomi Williams, it would be great for her to get some more opportunities, because we've never really gave her too many chances. So with Naomi Williams, I'd probably either maybe for her to go on loan or to keep her around the team as a backup, as a third choice. Now with Sinsberger, um, I've obviously been quite. I always say it how it is really on here, but I do feel as though Sinsberger's time at Arsenal is coming to an end. I think we've all seen this season when she lacks that confidence. She is, yeah, it's a real struggle. I think the goals that we've conceded, like I remember when I'm not just blaming it on Sinsberger at all, but when Dom Lassar was unavailable, we conceded a huge amount of goals, and I just don't feel completely comfortable with Sinsberger at the back. I feel like it would be a right opportunity to move her on. I do think we need a second choice goalkeeper, so I'm interested to see what Arsenal are going to do. We do need to, like I said, we need someone to step in when Dom Lassar can't step in. So I would definitely like to see us bring in a second choice goalkeeper, but I just think when you watch how Dom Lassar plays, she just for me is quite a level above Sinsberger, and I do think Sinsberger's time at Arsenal is coming to an end, really. But I do appreciate what Sinsberger's done, but I think you can really see in her performances that, yeah, Dom Lassar is just so good, and she's at that level that we need her to be at. So, yeah, I would definitely keep Dom Lassar. Naomi Williams probably loan or keep in the team as maybe backup choice. Sinsberger, I would like to see her move on. I think, you can't question her love for Arsenal. I'd never question that about her, but I just don't think she's good enough right now for Arsenal going forward. Um, Big up a completely unknown. It's surprising how quick Dom Lassar took Sinsberger's place. Yeah, I mean, I know when Dom Lassar came in, we did see Sinsberger sort of start, and then gradually she started to get more minutes. And I think with our goalkeeper situation last year, we struggled then with that, and I think she's been a breath of fresh air coming in. She's really helped us. So yeah, I do love Dom Lassar. She's done such an excellent job, and I think she deserves all the credit that she's getting right now. Um, yeah, absolutely. She is a level above. I mean, I think we can all see that, like with how she plays. I think you have that confidence in her. I mean, when we're playing against Barcelona, I just had that belief and faith in her that she could get the job done. And I think it's really tough because with Zinsberger, you don't feel that calmness at the back. You don't feel, when I'm watching Zinsberger, I do feel like just watching her. I think the team don't particularly trust her defensively, and I think you didn't know what she's going to do next. So I do think with Dom Massage, she gives you this calmness. She just offers you that, and I don't think you feel as anxious when you're watching her playing out from the back. I think we're like a different team at the back with her. So yeah, those are my options there. But I definitely think Dom Lassar is one for the future for sure. Now defenders, there is obviously a lot of defenders to go through. I'm going to start off with. Um, Leah Williamson, obviously, Leah Williamson is amazing. And obviously, it's a no brainer. Obviously, I'd keep her. She has been truly amazing over these years. That Champions League final, she was incredible. And yeah, I hope she'll be a captain one day for Arsenal when Kim Little does retire or when Kim Little moves on. But yeah, I've only good things to say about her. She has done such a great job at Arsenal. And yeah, obviously, Leah, I personally would love her to stay for a very long time at Arsenal. Obviously, she's won an FA Cup at Arsenal, she's won league title, she's won Champions League. So I just hope that we can continue to grow her legacy at Arsenal and keep winning so much silverware. But yeah, I do really love Leah. I think she's definitely a fan favourite for sure, and she's really earned that respect from the fans. So obviously for me, I would keep her. Steph Catley, I love Steph Catley. I think Steph Catley is really proven herself. I think at left back, I thought she was always good. I mean, she has a great eye for scoring some great goals. I mean, that Man City goal was incredible. So I think at left back, I liked her, but centre back, I mean, that what Rene's done has been amazing. I think for me, it's obviously great to see how she's developing as a player, and I think she's definitely been an unsung hero of the season. I think for me, going into next season, I would still like to see that partnership of her and Leah. I definitely would like to keep her for a little while. I think she's done such a great job, and yeah, I think Steph Catley is someone that's a bit of an unsung hero. As I said, I think she's done a great job at Arsenal, and I'm someone that really likes her. So yeah, for me, I'd keep Steph Catley. I want to see how she grows, develops as a player, and I just can't wait to see how her future goes with Arsenal. But for me, I would definitely keep Steph Catley. Um, Big up Champions 25. I would keep Sinsberg as a backup if Dom Lassar didn't get so many injuries. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I don't particularly mind Zinsberger playing in, certain cup games when we need a bit of rotation, but I think you just don't know these injuries when they can happen. And we were lucky that Don Lassar could actually play in that final. And I just feel as though I don't know. I just think Zinsberger, I don't think you can always rely on her sometimes when she lacks that confidence. But, she's a good backup goalkeeper. But I just think in the Champions League, I think it was quite difficult. She can make some great saves. She can do great when she's got confidence. But when she lacks that confidence, we are in big trouble, unfortunately. Big up Tyrell Gunnar. Hope you're good. Good to see you here. Um, yeah, so obviously Leah Williamson, Steph Catley defensively, I would absolutely keep them too. Now let me talk about Ruben Moy. I would keep Ruben Moy for sure, and I feel like she is so underrated. I think she's had it quite difficult because a lot of us didn't know this, but obviously throughout the season she did actually pick up an injury. I'm not too sure what it was. I think it might have been a hamstring, but obviously we never knew this, and we were obviously thinking, I wonder why she isn't getting much game time. I know she had a bit of a time off. Um, but for me, I definitely think next season will hopefully be her season. I feel like it's going to be exciting to see her improve and get even better. But yeah, I absolutely love Ruben Moore. I definitely would keep her. Maybe she won't be a starter. Maybe she will have to get herself back in the team. But she's definitely an important player for us for sure. So for me, I would keep her too. Now let me go next. Obviously Emily Fox and me definitely keep her. She has been incredible. I think she has been one of our best signings in a long time. She is so good at what she does, and to play at that high level in those finals, she's just a rocket. She's just, yeah, I just love watching her play. It's a real joy. Now obviously Kadina as well. Kadina's an interesting one. It's so tough. I don't mind Kadina as a squad player, really. I mean, I know when Kadina first joined Arsenal, it took her a bit of time to adapt, and that's fair enough because she's come to a different league, a different country, and that will happen, of course. But I feel like with Kadina, I feel like she's perhaps more of a squad player as well, and I do feel as though it's important to have squad depth in the team. So I wouldn't want to just get rid of her. I think that squad depth is important for us going forward. So yeah, I would keep Kadina because I think as well it's good to have backup players. It's good to have players that can step in when you need them to. In cup games or if Leah got injured or whoever gets injured, it's good to have these options. So yeah, I would probably keep Kadina for next season going forward. Now, Laura Reuter is a very, very interesting one for sure. She's obviously gone on loan to Man City, and I wasn't, pardon me, guys. I wasn't surprised when Laura Reuter went on loan, because obviously she was gradually coming back into the team, but I don't think she was getting enough minutes for the player that she deserves. It's obviously hard. Emily Fox has come in and done so good. But with Laura Reuter, I feel as though it was very difficult for her to get the right game time. So I thought, you know what, it isn't bad if she goes on loan. I thought that was probably the right thing. And then she's obviously said stuff about Man City, and she said that obviously, she just spoke very highly of Man City, and Man City are really our rivals. So I get the impression with Laura Reuter that she will be leaving Arsenal this summer. I feel like she would like to stay at Man City. I'm not sure if that would happen. I'm not sure what that situation is like, but I definitely think it would be the right thing to move her on because I don't think it's working out right now. I don't think that she's ever going to get the game time that she wants and she deserves as a player. So for me, I would get rid of Laura Reuter. I would move her on because I think she deserves to play at a club where she can get regular game time. At Arsenal, I don't think that's possible right now because of other players that play in their position. It's going to be hard for her to get regular game time. But yeah, like I said, she's obviously amazing. I think we all, as Arsenal fans, what a great signing she was for us when she came in. But yeah, I don't particularly think that I don't see a place for her coming back to Arsenal with the backup players that we have in her position. But yeah, it's a real shame because she was so good when she came to Arsenal. I'll never forget her goal against United, but yeah, I don't see her wanting to come back to Arsenal. She seems quite happy at Man City, so I do wonder if Man City will buy her. I wonder what that situation actually will be like. But like I said, I do wish about no hard feelings there. Now let me go on to other defenders. Now Katie McCabe, obviously, I'll definitely keep her. I know she's been at Arsenal for a long time. I do wonder if McCabe would she ever want to move on. She has been here for a while. Um, I think she might have been here not 10 years, but nearly 10 years. Katie McCabe's been here for a while. I obviously would keep her for sure. I think she's been amazing. She's definitely a legend of Arsenal and what she's achieved. And yeah, I just can't speak highly enough of Katie McCabe. She's amazing at what she does. So I would definitely keep her. Obviously, Nice Wonga as well. She's just come in and I can't wait to see her develop in the next season at Arsenal. So yeah, I would keep her and hope we get to see more of her. Obviously, Katie Reid, has come through the academy. I do wonder if Katie Reid, would it be the best thing to loan her, or are we going to gradually see her get more game time? We obviously saw her get some game time. I don't know if it was against Aston Villa. I think she played like a first half. So I do wonder, would it be good to see her maybe get minutes on loan, or are we going to see her at Arsenal? I'd probably like to keep her at Arsenal to get her in the team a bit more. But yeah, obviously that's defensively. These are the players that I've done. I'm just going to read out all your questions as they're flying through right now. Um, Big up Tanaka. What about our captain? Is she going to play next season or not? Obviously, with Kim Little, I'm hoping that she'll still be here for next season and the seasons going forward. So yes, you will. You can't sell Little the way she's playing at the moment. Oh, absolutely not. I will speak about that in a minute. Big up Georgie. Hope you're good. Um, Need a backup right back if Ian Reuter leaves. Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't want to play McCabe out of position either. I think we do. I mean, I never spoke about Taylor Hines the other day, but I think she'd be a great player to have. I think we do need that cover really right back and centre back, and in these other positions. But yeah, I'm not saying that Vimota wouldn't come back. I'm just not sure if she would want to, because she spoke so highly of our rivals and she seemed quite happy about being at Man City. So I'm not particularly sure if that's something that she would want to do. Would she want to come back to Arsenal? She seems quite settled and happy there. So I don't know. We could see her under Rennie again and see her do really well. But obviously, right now, it is a tough one to call. Next season, we need to stop Chelsea to win the trophy 100%. We can't let Chelsea win the WSL next season. Yeah, I completely agree. It is frustrating. Every season goes by, Chelsea keep winning the league, and I don't see why we can't compete next season. I think we're definitely in the right place to do that. We've got a great squad. We've just won a Champions League. Like, we can definitely do it if we put our minds to it. But yeah, we're going to have to see what happens with the league. But obviously, to win a Champions League when Chelsea have really tried to do it themselves, it definitely it definitely feels amazing that we've done that before Chelsea. So obviously, I feel good about going into next season. I think, yeah, there's no reason why we can't compete. I think we've got every right to go for it next season. Now, I'm going to go on to the midfield. Now, I'm going to start off with Kim Little. Obviously, Kim Little, a legend, our captain. I would definitely keep her. I don't know how long she has in her left. Obviously, that's a sad conversation to have because I want to see her play for Arsenal forever. She is amazing at what she's done for this club. But yeah, I just don't know what will happen. I don't know what a future will be like. But obviously next season, I expect her to still be here. I expect her to still be our captain and go forward. Hopefully, she'll be still with us for a few more seasons. So yeah, Kim will definitely stay. Now Cooney Cross, I definitely would keep her. I think the only thing I would say about her is that I want to see her get more game time next season. Um, she did actually have a moment, like a spell at Arsenal last season where she was actually playing a lot of football, and then we obviously changed our midfield. Then Barnum came in. So I think with Cooney Cross, I think she's an important player, and I think she definitely deserves more game time. But I also get on the other hand that we also know our best midfield. We know that with Manum, it's really difficult because I look at that midfield for our Champions League final and I thought to myself, that is our best midfield. That works. It just worked, that midfield. I know we changed things in the second half and that helped us win it, but it's very hard because we do have a lot of midfielders. We've got like Pullover, I'm going to go on to talk about this obviously now, but we've got so many players and it's going to be so hard for them to really get that game time. Um, I would sell Cooney Cross. Yeah, I do get that point. I probably would like to see her next season. If she's someone that doesn't end up getting enough game time, then fair enough. I'm happy to move her on. I probably would keep her for another season. But I also get it's very hard to get into this midfield because, as I said, we know what works really well and we're quite happy um, with her right now. So I do want to see how she can improve as a player as well. Kim Little just signed a 1-year deal, could be last season. Yeah, and I remember she did extend her deal, and I do think to myself, how long can she go? I mean, I've no doubt when she does retire, she'll still be a part of this team. Um, but I just worry about her leaving because it wouldn't be the same without her. But I also appreciate the fact she's been here a while, as we said, and her body's probably given up a little bit. She's had more injuries as she's getting older now, so I do completely get that. But yeah, Queenie Cross, like I said, I probably want to see another season, see how that goes out. Because I do really like her, but I think it's hard to get into this midfield right now. Manham obviously has signed a deal. I'm pretty sure she signed it before the final. I'm not too sure how long she's here for, but going to next season, yeah, I would like to see Manham. I would like to see her obviously keep doing what she's doing, scoring goals, and yeah, I just think Manham's really underrated player. I know when she came in. I remember when Manham came in. I remember our FA Cup final. I remember thinking she really struggled in that final, and I look at her now and she's like a totally different player. She's really adapted into this position, and I think she's got a bright future ahead of her. And like I said, I can't wait to see how she develops as a player next season for the future. But Manham, for me, I definitely think she has every right to stay at Arsenal. Now, Leah Volti, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I wouldn't be surprised if she left. As I would probably keep her. I do think, like I said, I think squad depth rotation is important. I know she's had injuries as well. I think it's really tough because I think at one point, as I said, it was her, Kim Little, and maybe Marlon. I know our midfield's changed a lot over the years, but it was always them two. So I definitely think there's still room for Leah Volti. I think she's an incredible player to watch. There was a game this season that she really helped, and it's that control that she has in that midfield on the ball. I think she's quite an underrated player, for what she's done at Arsenal. So I would keep Leah Volti. I do sense that her time at Arsenal is probably moving on, in a year or two, but I would keep her for now. Now, Palova obviously has just come back from an injury. She's had a big injury, which is a real shame because she was really, enjoying the football. She was on form, like she was doing really well. And obviously this injury came about and I felt really bad for her because she's been out for such a long time. And obviously, as I said, she's so good at what she does. So it's a real shame that it happened. But yeah, I definitely see a future for Palova. I think that next season will definitely be her season. I know we got to see her score a goal when she came back, and we've gotten to see more of her now, which is great. And to see her cry when we won the Champions League final, she's so um yeah, she's so connected to this club, and she's really, yeah, just I love Paloma. I can't speak highly enough of her. I think it would be a big mistake to sell her. I think it would be our biggest mistake. Obviously, I don't think we're going to sell her. I think she'd probably stay here for a few more years. But yeah, I hope we can get some more game time for her next season. She's so good at what she does, as I said. And yeah, I truly appreciate her. And yeah, I'm glad she's back from injury now, and she's going to be important for us next season. Um, Jonas used to give Karen more games. Yeah, I know at the moment, the last 2 months, she didn't really get much game time. So yeah, that's obviously a shame. So I think next season will be a really big season for Kyra for sure. Um, Big up Champions 22, big up Raymond. Palova's a top player. We need to keep her. Yeah, like I said, it would be a very silly mistake to get rid of her when she's at doing her best right now and when she's really, yeah, doing amazing. So I think the midfield pretty much would keep a lot of these players because they are so good. And I think like we've obviously won the Champions League. We're a very good team, so I would keep some of these players for sure for the squad depth as well. Now I'm going to obviously go on to our forwards now. There's quite a few of them. I'm going to start off with Rosa Cavaggi now. She's an interesting one. Obviously, I speak about her when I've done my videos before. I don't know why she's not had much game time. I definitely see a talent in her. I think she's so good. I think on the wing for sure, she can definitely be threatening and good to watch. And I just feel like she would help us. I don't know why she's not had much game time. I don't expect her to start because I know in my head Russo, Ford, Kelly, they're our best attackers in that position. Um, So I do completely get that, but it would be nice to see her get more game time and really compete to start. But I do also sense that she's probably frustrated with the lack of game time that she gets as well. So yeah, I would like to see her maybe get some game time somewhere else. I definitely want to see her at Arsenal in the future. I think she's obviously looked at this team winning the Champions League and she's been very inspired by that. So I definitely want to see her have a place at Arsenal next season or the season after. The problem that I have is sometimes when you loan players off, they don't usually come back. I mean, Katie McCabe did come back, so I don't know. It's very very tough, isn't it? I personally love Rosa Cavaggi. I don't know. It's so difficult, isn't it? I don't. I'd probably loan her if I'm being honest with you guys because, um, I think it's healthy to get that game time for her. If we want to see her develop as a player, I would probably loan her. I don't know who I'd loan her to, if I'm being honest. I just want her to get some regular football, and then she can come back to Arsenal, and we can see her situation. But I think it's going to be very, very tough because how can she start in the team when you've got Kelly, you got Ford, you got Stina, you got Russo? It's very, very difficult for her to fit in this team now with all of these players around her. So for me personally, I just don't really know if there's a place for her at Arsenal next season. Um, but as I said, I know us winning the Champions League would have inspired her a lot. And yeah, I definitely think that that's probably maybe she's probably thought to herself, I really want to be part of this team going forward. But yeah, right now I just don't think, yeah, I just don't think she has a future, which is a real shame because I do definitely think she's got some talent. I do definitely see her as a really a good player for the future. But it's tough from football. These things happen. Big up Vic Akers, big up yourself, you legend. Yeah, I think that's a fair point. Did we expect too much? Did we possibly? Yeah. I mean, to be honest, when we signed her, like when we sign players, I just like to see how it goes and then make my judgment there. But I think with Cavati, she started off well. If we are being honest, I mean, I remember that game against Man City. I thought she did really well. I think she came on, got an assist for that Beth Mead goal, and I thought to myself, that is what we need, that type of energy. And I felt like that is something that we've lacked. And I saw potential, but then, yeah, she got less and less game time. And that's just, yeah, it's a real shame, isn't it? I'm obviously sad that happened. But yeah, with Cavaggi, we're going to have to see what happens with her. But for me, I probably would loan her if I am being honest. I mean, she's not getting much game time now. Is she going to get any more going forward? So it's a tough one, isn't it? Because we do see potential in her. Um, we just need to add 2 or 3 players to the squad. We definitely will win the WSL next season. Yeah, like we've got a great squad right now. We've obviously won the Champions League, and this team has really improved so much. And obviously with Chloe Kelly coming in, I think that's definitely given us that push and really improved this team massively. Um, so yeah, for me, I'm really proud of this team where they've gone and where they've come from. I mean, I never expected us to win a Champions League last season. I mean, we've really struggled to get past that semi-final, but when we got to that final, I just thought to myself, we've got this, we can do this. I mean, our comebacks in the Champions League have been so incredible. I watched Chelsea against Barcelona and I thought, fair play, Barcelona were just incredible. And the way we played against Barcelona, it's just crazy how we were able to win, get a clean sheet as well. Like, just do it. Like, it's absolutely crazy how we were able to do that. So there's no reason why we can't go into next season and compete with Chelsea. I do expect Man City to improve. I probably expect it to be us more with Chelsea. I expect us to compete a lot more. But for sure, I do think we should compete next season. As I said, Renee has been here for half a season. I know Renee has been around the club for a little while, but she's obviously done just incredible. And I'm so proud of her, and I'm so proud of the team. For how they've really improved and developed. Um, throughout the season. And yeah, I'm still over the moon. That we've obviously won the Champions League. It doesn't ever feel real yet. Um, Big up 170 Gunner. Where would you improve? A great question. Obviously, I feel like it does depend on who we bring in. Obviously, I think if we sign Kelly, that would be great. I just feel like maybe our midfield or attack could do with a few little tweaks, maybe a few more signings. As someone mentioned before, we've got a great squad as it is. We're just a few players away from maybe just getting that next level. I mean, Chelsea are going to do a lot of business this summer. We need to sort of match that, because I know the squad's great as it is, but we need to make sure we have the right squad depth. We need to make sure that we're improving as well when they're improving. So yeah, obviously, first of all, I would keep Chloe Kelly for sure. I'd sign her for a few years. I think our midfielders, as I said, I know I'd like to keep most of our midfielders now, but I think we just need a little bit of energy. Also, guys, as I'm doing this, I forgot to speak about Carl Dante, so I'm going to speak about her in a minute. Um, Leah's passing ability and control of the game is so good. I would like to see her midfield, but Ronnie might be phasing her out. Yeah, I think it's hard because I think with her, let me just read this one quickly. I think with her, she's obviously maybe fading out of the midfield a little bit, but I definitely think she's a good squad player right now, and I definitely think that would be, it'd be great to still have her at Arsenal. Um, I would sign a striker and play Russo in the 10 and bench Manham. Yeah, I still think we need to improve in the attack as well. Just because we've got Russo and she's great, we can still definitely improve and get better. Um, Wally, sorry, Wally has hinted that she might retire after the Euros. I know I have heard a sort of hint about something new. So I sort of took that as maybe as her wanting to leave Arsenal and try something new. To be honest, I wouldn't really blame her because she's been at Arsenal for a long time. Change just happened. She might want a new adventure. Um, so yeah, I wasn't particularly surprised. If I wouldn't be surprised, because I don't know how old she is exactly. I know she's in her 30s, but she knows herself. She's not getting any younger. Um, but I would probably give her. I don't know. I can see a few more years in her still, so it would be sad if she did leave now. But I still would like to see her, stay for Arsenal. But also, if she retires, I'd be quite gutted. But I obviously, she's been playing Arsenal for a while. She's won a Champions League, and yeah, I think that's probably one of her greatest achievements in football. So yeah, I'm not too surprised. Now I'm going to speak about Carl Dante. I completely forgot about her in that midfield. Obviously, definitely keep her. She is incredible. Since she's came to Arsenal, like she has blew me away. She has been that player that we've needed for a very long time. Just how she plays, everything about her. I love. I think she's amazing. And what she does. I think, like I said, just I love the goals that she scores. Like she's not afraid to take people on. I think she's amazing, and I just love watching her. I'm in awe of her pretty much all the time. So yeah, I hope Caldente can stay with us for a very long time. I know with Caldente, it's been a bit of a challenge for her coming to a new country, a new club. So I really admire that she's come to Arsenal and wanted a new challenge. So yeah, Caldente is definitely one for the future. I do love her. Um, Let me just. I did actually speak about Katie Reid before. I did say I probably would keep her around the team so she can try and get some game time. I'm just trying to go through your comments. We got Megan. Caldente is such a big gameplay, absolute baller. Yeah, she really is. We've needed a player like that for a while. I mean, the closest play we've ever had is sort of like Miedemar, and Miedemar, obviously a legend of Arsenal, but um, yeah, I think for me that she's just been something that we've needed, that we've not had for a while. So yeah, definitely going to be a future legend. I love Caldente. I could I could talk about her all day. I really could. Um, Big up to Nika. Players that I would want: Andrea Miedema. Do you know what, Caroline Weir? I would love her. I love watching her. In Man City. I know she obviously went on to play for Madrid and she's doing really well there. Um, she's been a player that I've just loved. Like, can you imagine her in our team? Like, we would just go to a different level. Like, we really would. She would be amazing. I'd love her. I just don't know if it would happen. Would she come back to WSL? Maybe she wants a new challenge. I don't know. I mean, I think for us as an English team to win the Champions League, it definitely, I think it will inspire other teams to want to come to Arsenal. Um, so yeah, I hope she can come to Arsenal. Now, obviously, I just spoke about Rosa Cavaggi. I would definitely loan her. Stina Blackstenius. Now, let's talk about Stina. What a person! What a goal in that final. Um, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think if you'd asked me before the final, I probably said maybe it's her time up. I think throughout the season, Stina, she does score some great goals, but I think we can all probably say that she's missed a lot of chances too. She's offside a lot too. Um, but I'll be honest with you guys, I think she's a player that does score in those big moments, and you need a player like that at Arsenal. I definitely would keep her at Arsenal. I don't see her being here the next few years, but I think next season, I think we can do with a player like her. I mean, as I said, she's a player that does score in those big moments, and you know what? I just think we need her. I think we need a player like her that can be there in those big moments. I mean, scoring that goal against Barcelona in the final, like, it's just crazy. And before that goal, we had other opportunities and we missed a few. And I thought Stina's going to come on. Can Stina really create something? And she did. So, yeah, for me, Stina, I would definitely like to keep her at Arsenal. We need a player like her, as I said, a player that can score in those big moments. So it would be crazy, really would, to move her on. We've got to keep Stina. Um, and yeah, I'm just so proud of her. I'm still, like I said, I'm still happy about the final and that goal, that assist from Beth Mead. I'm still dreaming about that. I am still thinking about that because that was really amazing. Yeah, Stina does score in big games. I love that. um, yeah, she really does. That's why I've got to keep her. What she did in that final was truly amazing, and she's an amazing person too, and she deserves this, and I'm really, really happy for her. Now, Chloe Kelly. I don't think I need to say too much, do I? She has to stay. I would literally, if I was Arsenal, I would pay Chloe Kelly anything to keep her there. I would literally just say, sign this deal, I'll pay you whatever. Um, I think when we signed Chloe Kelly, for one, I was shocked because it looked like she was going to United. Um, but I was so happy, I couldn't believe it. I know she played for Arsenal when she was younger, but obviously I never got to see that. It was before sort of my time when I watched Arsenal women. So I just think it's really nice. I just think it's so lovely to see how her career's turned around. And Man City, it's a shame that they never got to play her as much because she really is an icon. She is an amazing player and she's got a lot to offer. And yeah, I just think she's just grown so much as a player this season. I don't think we would have. I think a lot of these players, everyone has everything to do with us getting to that final, but I just don't think we would have been there without her. Against Madrid, she was phenomenal. I know Russo was great as well, and she got the goals, but just Chloe in that attack with her crosses, everything about her performances was amazing. So yeah, here's hoping Arsenal can sign her up. I mean, I know Arsenal have been in talks with her, but definitely for me, she has to stay. And she truly does look so happy at the moment. I know before that she wasn't happy, and she put out the statement, which I think is fair enough because you know what, she is a person. She should say how she feels at the end of the day. So yeah, for me, Chloe Kelly definitely she has to stay. Not the most consistent, but 2 winning goals in 2 finals. These statue, yeah, I think with Stina, I think as I said, I do agree. She won't ever be our most consistent player, but she is a player that turns up in the big moments, and I think we need that type of player. Sign the thing, yeah, she needs to sign it. She really does. I'm just praying that she does. Um, Through the back, Casey, her swagger energy really brought a lot to the team when she came in January. Yeah, she really was incredible. Honestly, I generally thought we were only getting her then to hopefully get her to the Euros because at that time you wouldn't have blamed Serena for not wanting to call her up for the Euros, because I think she was really struggling to get minutes, but she really has done amazing things, and I'm so proud of her. Um, Chloe Kelly was a menace against Barca in the final. She absolutely bodied Pina at one point and got her all frustrated. Yeah, every single player was truly amazing in that final and definitely performed really well. But yeah, Chloe Kelly, like you said, I mean, in the attacking sense, she's got so much to offer, but defensively, she really put her body on that line, and that's something that we can all say that we all are really proud of the team and her for doing that. So yeah, Chloe Kelly for me, absolutely she stays. Um, now Beth Mead, this one is probably going to be a bit interesting. I think that people haven't given her the credit she deserves this season. For some reason online, she seems to get criticism and a bit of hate off fans, which I don't agree with. I know with her ACL, maybe she wouldn't ever be that player she once was, but there still is a very good player in her. I mean, look at that assist for that final. I don't know if any of the men's team players could any of them create an assist like that. I mean, possibly, but that assist is so incredible. And she has been helping us with goals all season in the cup games and lots of other games. So I would obviously love Beth Mead to stay. But we also know the rumours about her going to United. I don't know, maybe that is still an option for her. I wouldn't blame her for wanting to be with Viv and be closer with her. I could understand that. Um, but Beth Mead, for me personally, I would keep her at Arsenal. I think we also know that Chloe Kelly and Ford will be our starters if we have these players next season. But for me, I would think it would be crazy to get rid of her. It'd be a shame. But obviously, I'm happy that she's obviously been an important player for us over these years. She's so incredible. Beth Mead really is amazing. Beth off the bench has been clutch. Will be interesting to see how Serena uses her compared to Chloe during Euros. Yeah, obviously, with Beth Mead, that our last Euro, she really was the player of the tournament for me. She was amazing. So I really hope that she goes out there and shines. No matter what happens at Arsenal, if she wants to move on, whatever, I'll always support Beth Mead. But for me, I would like to keep her at Arsenal. And like I said, I'm excited to see her throughout the tournament for the Euros. It'll be an interesting one to see how she does. Yeah, probably only years I would have seen that pass for the that pass really is amazing. I mean, Beth Mead has done passes like that before, but to do it against Barcelona where they don't really give you much space, it is pretty crazy. So yeah, that would definitely go down as one of our best assists, best goals in history. Now, Caitlin Ford, let's talk about her, and then I'll talk about Russo after that. Yeah, Caitlin Ford, I love her. I think she's been. I think another player that I think's gone under the radar this season. I think she's so good at what she does again. I hope that she obviously stays at Arsenal for the future for a long time. Like I'd keep her at Arsenal, for as long as I could if I had the chance. Like I said, I just think that she's been exciting going forward. Like she offers a lot in the attack. And like I said, she's not afraid to take players on. I think in that Champions League final, what I loved about her is that defensively she can put in a really good shift. Like when she put her body on that line, um, I just really felt so proud of her. Like she gave everything. Like when people say to me who was the player of the match in that game, I couldn't pick because they were all great. They all put their body on the line. It was truly amazing to see. Um, so yeah, Ford for me is definitely one for the future. She's definitely a starter now. I think she's really proven herself, and yeah, I just really, really admire her. Ford's player of the season. Yeah, it's so hard really because when people ask me about player of the season, I'm always like Russo, Carl Dente, but you do forget about players like Catley, Ford because they've been so good. Now my last player, if I've not missed anyone in the attack, is Alessia Russo. Um, yeah, Russo's been truly amazing. I mean, this season when the season started, we obviously Jonas was still here. I think with Jonas, if Jonas would have stayed at Arsenal and kept staying, I don't think we'd ever seen the best of Russo. I think she could score goals, but for some reason, Rene I just get this impression that she has more freedom under Renee. And that's something that I really love about Renee and how she's been able to give the players the freedom and the joy of playing football. But yeah, Russo really has definitely been the player of the season. I just think she's not reached her prime yet, and I think that's what's so good is that we're only going to see her get better and better. And I think Russo's definitely, a superstar. And as well, the Euros coming up, I'm so excited to see her play. I think she's going to absolutely smash it. She's really amazing, and I'm excited to see her play. I can't wait to see how she does. But this season, she's been amazing. Sometimes it doesn't feel real that we've actually got her at Arsenal, because I know a few seasons ago, I know that there was links in January about getting her. I never thought we would actually get her, but this move has definitely transformed Arsenal, and she's definitely um, helped Arsenal going forward. Serena prefers Amita Kelly. I think with Chloe Kelly in the Euros, I think she's definitely going to be a bench player. I think Chloe Kelly is probably going to be someone that comes off the bench and someone that can make an impact and come on and score. I think she's definitely going to be that type of player for the Euros. But like I said, Chloe Kelly is really proving herself, and she's going to be a really important player for us throughout the Euros. So I'm excited to see how she does for the Euros. But yeah, that is pretty much all the players that I've done. I mean, I don't think I'd get rid of too many, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, because I think the squad right now is so solid, it's so good, that I probably wouldn't want to get rid of too many of these players. But as I said, obviously with Lena Hertig, she'll be going, and I think we could probably replace a few of these players going into next season. But we're quite lucky to have such a strong incredible squad. I just really hope that we can keep Chloe Kelly. That would be my signing of the season. If we kept Chloe Kelly, that would be a dream come true. I'd be absolutely made up with that. So yeah, I really do hope that we can keep her. With Naiswanga, I spoke about her before. I would keep her, but I didn't speak about Agumang. I would keep her too. Obviously, I'm delighted that Michelle's got that call up for the Euros. I think she definitely deserves to have a chance at Arsenal. I think I'd be gutted if she ever left Arsenal. I think for me, she's just really proven herself, and I think she's going to do such a great job for Arsenal in the future. So the problem is I worry about her being a squad player as well. I don't want that to happen for her because I know how good she is. But yeah, nice one. I'd keep them both definitely. I do hope that we can see more of them next season. Yes, Serena likes the Mead and Bronze combo on the right side, and they have good chemistry. Chloe Kelly can close out games for them. Yeah, I definitely think Mead and Bronze have definitely built a great, connection on the pitch as well. I think Mead's always been really, really impressive, and she's always been an important player in our big tournaments. So I do think for me, that'll probably happen a lot. We'll probably see Chloe Kelly come off the bench. We'll probably see some of the players not always start in these games, and I think that's okay to expect to not always see that happen. But yeah, I'm excited to see the Euros. I hope obviously our Arsenal girls can really help the Lionesses, and yeah, I hope we can bring it home. Obviously, not long now till the Euros. I'm obviously quite excited to see um, the Euros, and obviously I will be doing content on the Euros again this summer, so I can't wait to do that as well. I am going to end the stream, guys, in about 5 minutes. I've gone through all of the players pretty much. And also, thank you for all the questions as well, guys. Do drop in any last questions you guys may have for me before I, ground the stream. I'll probably leave when it's an hour, so I do want to go through some of your questions as well that you guys, any questions you guys may have for me. But big up to everyone as well that has tuned in tonight. I've really enjoyed chatting with you all about Arsenal women. And obviously, when the transfer window does open, I will be doing content. And I'm pretty sure the women's team will be getting their business done. I know for the men's team, it's been quite quiet. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure things will happen, hopefully. I'm really hoping that yeah, I'm hoping that things start to get done with the women's team, and yeah, Chloe Kelly will be that first one that I'm waiting for. I just that would be a dream signing, and I'm pretty sure Arsenal would do a great announcement for that. I don't really see Chloe Kelly going anywhere else, though, if I'm being honest. I think it would be a real shame if she went somewhere else. But I guess if a family are up north, I'd understand that too. Um, did you see their season tickets for the first time? No, I haven't seen that, but that is really good. And they will be playing a lot of our games at the Emirates this season, which I'm obviously really delighted about and really, really happy about. And I think that's really showing, we are going in the right direction as a club. And I said it's so great to see that, the club's really invested in this team. I'm really, really proud of the process and yeah, how we're doing going forward, and how the club are giving Arsenal women, the right support they really deserve. I know Chelsea women are also playing some of the games at Stamford Bridge, which is great. I think we're quite lucky because we can actually get a really good attendance at games. I mean, we can probably get 20 to 40,000, which is obviously great. And we can do that consistently, which I think a lot of clubs might struggle with. So, pardon me, I'm really happy about that. Um, we need at least one or two big signings. Yeah, absolutely. I think, pardon me, guys. I did say that this team is going forward. We are so good, and we only need maybe one or two more signings. But I can definitely agree that we could do with a few big players, maybe in midfield and the attack. I think defensively, I don't particularly worry too much because I think we're pretty good as we are. But yeah, I do think we could do with a few more adjustments. Who's your pick to win the Euros? A great question. 170 going to say Spain. Yes, Spain are particularly favourites, I would say. I mean, we've obviously won the last Euros, and I don't know. I mean, I have this feeling that I sense this different vibe going into the Euros because we are obviously without, some of the players. I'll be gutted. I'm quite sad that we don't have Mary Earps anymore. It does hurt a bit. She won't be at the Euros. Obviously, Van Kirby, who was an important player for last Euros. I'm going to be just brutal. I'm not sure if we can win it this year. I think we've got a great squad, but I also think a lot of teams, like I said, will have improved around us. So I'm not too sure. I'd probably say we could get to a semi-final, final, but when you're up against Spain, that is just a killer. They're so good. I probably think Spain might win. I'm with you because they've got some incredible players. Like Caldente is going to be hard to play against. All WSL games will be at the Emirates. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. That's obviously amazing. And every season, Arsenal are pushing more and more for women's football and for Arsenal women, which I think is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm really proud of Arsenal for doing that. If Spain win the Euros, I think Codente should get the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, she really should. I mean, if she wins the Euros and she won the Champions League, I mean, I just feel like if that happened, I feel like Bob Matty would get it, but Mariana deserves it so much. Um, Tough group: England, France, and Netherlands. Yeah, that is probably the worst group for us. I think France will be tough. Obviously, Netherlands have got some great players as well. So yeah, I don't have a lot of hope for us really, but we have obviously got a great squad. We've got some new players coming as well, so there's no reason why we can't win the Euros. But I think Spain are always so good and so tough to beat, so I think that's going to be really difficult for us. But obviously, I'm still really excited for the Euros this summer. I'm excited to see who we can bring in, like who these other players that have come through. I mean, players like Grace Clinton and other players that we're getting to see, like Maya Leticia. I hope we get to see these players get these opportunities. I do think we're going to miss Millie Bright though in the Euros. Obviously, I respect her decision. And I'm happy that she's put herself first. But I'm interested to see what we do. With that, but obviously exciting times for the Euros. And like I said, with Arsenal women, I will be doing updates when the window opens, and then we'll be back. Hopefully, we can sign some players. But guys, I'm going to end the stream now. Happy done here for an hour. This stream has gone so quick. I'm very, very grateful for all of you that have, joined in today. And yeah, I do like to do both men and women. So I'm going to try and do as much as I can on the women's team. Um, Big up Megan. Great coverage. Looking forward to more of your stuff. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Megan. Um, I just want to read this out quick before I go. It doesn't make sense anyway to pay rent to play at Reading Park when we play at the Emirates. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with you. But yeah, thank you for all of you for joining in today. If you're new here as well, big up to yourself. It's always great to see new faces here. But thank you all for your comments. Like I said, I'll be doing lots of stuff with the men and women's team all season. I'm going to be here as well as doing stuff on the Euros. Thank you so much, A Complete Unknown. Thank you for that. Big up to everyone that's watching this. I hope you're all good. And yeah, please don't forget to leave a like, do subscribe here too if you're new here. And yeah, I'll be back doing my next video very soon. And yeah, I hope you all do have a wonderful evening. Goodbye, guys.